Hey everyone, Johnny Boy here, and welcome back to the Subnautica Beginner's Guide. In today's episode, we're going to be making the Cyclops, as well as showing you places where you can get pieces of it, and we're going to be making the inside of the Cyclops a livable area. But first, I have some business I need to attend to. At the end of the last episode, I asked you guys to come up with a name and a color scheme for the prawn suit, and whichever one had the most likes in the comment section would be the one that I picked for this episode. You guys all decided that it would be Aquaman, and the color scheme would be the color of his suit. Now, there were a couple of people that thought it would be funny if I named it Jury. And while that is kind of funny, if I allowed that to happen, I'm almost certain that you guys would want me to call the Cyclops J, Jury, or Uri. And I can't exactly have that. So let me just go ahead and get the color scheme correct. Okay, let's take a look and see how it is. Ah, look at our beautiful disaster. Alright, on to the episode. As you can see by these battery packs, I'm quite prepared for the episode to come. The only thing left to do is to go up and make the Cyclops. So, let's go ahead and do that. And thankfully, I spent a lot of time off episode getting everything that I needed to make it. So, this shouldn't take more than a second. On second thought, I should probably do this in the morning.
Passing 100 meters.
I hate 100 meters. I decided to sleep until morning so you guys can see what I'm doing, and thankfully, since I spent a lot of offline time preparing for this episode, today should be a little bit more linear than the last episode, so there won't be any more... Oh, jeez! Accidents. Let's see if I'm in the right position. Here comes our Cyclops.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh, and by the way, in keeping up with tradition of last episode, I want you guys to go ahead and give this thing a color scheme and name it too. Let's go ahead and get inside. Now that we've made the Cyclops, I want to go ahead and start turning this into a livable area for this. And to start turning it into a livable area, I'm going to need storage space. These lockers ain't gonna cut it. It's nice that the Cyclops comes with 5 storage lockers that you can use, however, they don't hold as much as regular lockers. Thankfully, you can actually build your own stuff inside the Cyclops. We're going to be utilizing this to make a livable area. This is the upper deck of the ship, and it's also the area where you can load the decoy launcher to fire at prey. However, I don't really plan on using the decoy launcher at all. But it's such a shame to waste all this space, so I think we should turn it into a little bit of a garden. Let's go ahead and put this right there. And voila! Using the same techniques in the base, I can make myself a homemade garden that has a bunch of food. This is actually a pretty good area to use the single bed. I know how I said I prefer the double beds, but in this area, the single bed doesn't take up too much space. And did I run out of... What am I out of? What do I need? Aw, fiber mesh. I'll be back. Do it. Since we're going to be exploiting the garden, we should go ahead and put a bed in the Cyclops. I know what I said about single beds, but it's actually pretty useful. You remember to do one thing, but not the other, John. Since we're going to be using a garden, I figured we might as well make a bed so we can use the exploit with sleeping. Normally I'd go with a double bed, but they don't quite fit too well in here. The single bed, while a little bit bigger than the door, doesn't quite take up all the space and we can still walk through it pretty easily. Oh, look, they're already starting to grow. Now that I've taken care of the couple of things that we needed to, why don't we go ahead and pilot the Cyclops for the first time. You can see that the engine is offline over here. All you have to do is point your mouse to it, click, and it turns on the engine. Now if you click on this, you'll view the cameras from each perspective of the Cyclops. This is the underbelly camera, or the keel. Let's go to the next one. Oh, you can also activate the light by left-clicking. Scroll down on the mouse wheel. This is camera 3, or the screw camera. This is the second camera, and this is the one that's above the Cyclops. And that's it. Right-click to exit. If you click this, your engines will go a little bit more quiet and you can kind of sneak through the waters. But let's not do that for now. Now, I know this is hard to understand sometimes, but C is down and space is up. Don't feel stupid if you didn't notice, because I didn't notice for the longest time. I just drove straight for a long time. But let's go ahead and go back down to our base because there's some things I need to grab. Hopefully I'm not going to run into anything going straight down like this. I actually have no idea where I am in perspective of... Oh, there we are. Ah, yeah. The sonar was going off because I was about to run into something. Yeah. This is maximum speed right there. I'm going to go out, do a turn. Hopefully I don't run into these land whale things.
Warning, engine overheat.
Engine overheat?
Ahead standard.
And there's our lovely base. Mayday! Engine's on fire! Please. Game, please. One. Come on, Topanga!
Extinguished. Air scrubbers initiated.
Yeah. Your engines can overheat if you go into full burst for a long period of time. Hopefully, we'll be getting something a little bit later that'll help with that. Actually, I think we already have it. I just need to put it in. Giggity. As you can see, I'm pretty close to the base right now. The reason I did this is because of the second feature of the Cyclops. The Cyclops allows you to take any one vehicle with you. And the vehicle I'm going to be taking with me is Aquaman, because he's going to be useful for what I'm about to do a little bit later. Don't forget to take all these power cells, because you never know where you're going to go with the Cyclops, and it'd be bad if you ran out of power in the middle of your expedition. Okay, here we go. Gotta remember that there's a drop immediately after you get out, so grapple. And fling. You know, I gotta admit, I'm kind of liking the color orange for this. There's our Cyclops over there. Let's go ahead and do some hardcore parkour to get over here. And if I latch myself onto the side of the Cyclops, I should be able to angle myself. Ah, there we go.
Captain, all systems online.
There we go. I was able to successfully put myself inside the Cyclops. So, all that's left to do is take it to our destination. But before I do that, here's where you put the upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, I believe we got one inside the Aurora. The Cyclops engine efficiency model. That is a mouthful. I don't think I'll be able to say that 5 times fast. Anywho, let's go down to our storage lockers because I need to put all this stuff away. Normally I would be building these lockers with the other lockers, however, I want one dedicated locker right above the door specifically for these power cells. Because, in case of a pinch, I want to be able to access these as quickly as possible. Speaking of the power cells, here's where they are, right next to the upgrade console. It's a pretty nice view. Now that I've prepared the Cyclops for our future missions, it's time to do what I said I was going to do at the beginning of the episode. Show you the places where you would normally find Cyclops pieces. And in order to do that, we're going to be taking our old buddy Jerry out on a little expedition. While we're out, I figured I'd go ahead and drop some beacons down to name the places of, various locations that we might need to go into the future. I'm not going to bother naming this one because it is literally right in front of my base. These are just the floating islands. So let's go ahead and move on to the next area. Now, if you remember the second episode, this area is a place I called the Blood Kelp Zone. But I am pretty sure that is not the name of this area at all. So I'm going to go ahead, drop a beacon, and let's go ahead and come up with a different name for it. I think this should be called the Red Kelp Zone. Yeah. And if we back away from it, and take a look at it, where you at? There you are. Red Kelp Zone. There we go. That is the usefulness of these beacons. You can drop them anywhere, name them whatever you want, and it'll act like a little guiding point. So let's go ahead and continue on our mission. Now, as you can see from the icon, we're not exactly that far away from the last marker that we dropped. I'm going to be going a little bit further in, but I stopped because 1, wreckage, and 2, we're already in a new biome. I think I'm going to call this place the Shiitake Forest, but I'm probably going to need to go and check a spelling on that because I am 100% certain I'm going to butcher it if I just try and do it normally. So let me go a little bit further in, drop this off, and then we'll have at the name. Let's go Shiitake Forest. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna go swimming back to that wreckage to see if there's anything that we can get inside of it. Dum 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 dum. Here's our entry point. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Here we go. Vehicle upgrade console. We already have that. I suppose that makes sense since, I was able to upgrade literally anything in the moon pool. Should have seen that coming. Unfortunately, this exploration was a bit of a bust. There was something in there, but it was already something I had, so unfortunately, nothing good came out of it. Let's go ahead and talk about the Shiitake Forest. Now, once you get to the bottom of this area, normally you'd start crackling under the pressure, but since we've upgraded Jerry so much, we should be good to go. Around the bottom of these mushroom foresty thingies, you'll usually find a bunch of parts to various things. Let's see if I can find something. And here we go, just like I said. Let's go ahead and see what this part was. This is the Cyclops hull. Let's go ahead and scan that and get some titanium, and right next to it, another piece of the Cyclops hull. So as you can see, if you peruse around this forest area for a little bit, you should find some pieces of the Cyclops pretty easily. Let's go ahead and look around just a little bit more and see if I can find something else to show off. Here we go. What are you? I think this is a bioreactor piece. Thermal plant fragment. Do I have that yet? Yes, I do. Well, it's not a piece of the Cyclops, but again, it's something. Now, I did find some more stuff to scan just outside the forest. However, I also found something else, and it should be a good spot to put a beacon. Ladies and gentlemen, the depths. I'm pretty sure it's the depths. Here's another thermal plant fragment. Let's go ahead and scan that for some more pieces. Good. Now, right next to this area, I just found the thermal plant fragment. I think that's another piece right there. But I'm going to ignore that for now because I believe down there is another wreck. I am also fairly certain, if memory serves me correctly, there should be danger about. Aha! The spawn of Satan himself. Hopefully I don't have another dangerous encounter with him. I would not like to repeat that process. Ultra high capacity tank. I did not have this. Excellent. Now we can go even deeper for longer. Let's see if there's anything else before I nearly kill myself. Okay, children. Look both ways across the vast depths of the ocean before crossing the stream. You never know what could be lurking just around the corner. Ah! Okay, I'm going to try my darndest to stay away from that area again. So let us resume our venture over here in the forest. Okay, I've explored about as much as I wanted to of the Shiitake forest, so let's go ahead and go to the next area. If anybody was curious about where I got the blood kelp, here it is. The blood kelp zone. The actual blood kelp zone. So, I just went up to this one right here. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Cut it up and then went on my merry way. But today, we're going to be diving deeper into the blood kelp zone and hopefully finding some pieces of the Cyclops. In this zone, you can actually find some uranite crystals, which is pretty useful for, I believe, the nuclear reactor that we found. So maybe pick up a couple pieces. Ooh. No. No, thank you.
Fluid intake.
Really? Oh, I think I just made everything worse. Good job, John. I stopped in the middle of my tracks because I think this is a time capsule. Yes, it is. Let's see what's inside. A bunch of diamonds. Wow. I'm always happy to see some more stuff that I don't have. Could have used these in the last frickin' episode, but I guess I'm okay to have them now. I think this is a good spot. That does not bode well. Let's just go ahead and hurry up and name this. Drop. No. Drop. Here we go. Blood kelp zone. There we go. I did save, right? There we go. That's good. Okay, let's get a move on. Well, try as I might, the blood kelp zone wasn't exactly good for Cyclops pieces. But this area definitely is. So if you want to look for some, this would be the place to do it. Well then, that wasn't something I was expecting. Now that I've finished resupplying, another place we should keep an eye out for Cyclops pieces is the floating islands. In the last episode, I actually found a couple pieces of the Cyclops in that wreckage area that I was exploring. One place that I've neglected to go to in fear of occurring another Leviathan attack is the mountain, actually. Yeah, the base of the mountain is actually a pretty good place to find a lot of stuff, actually. Especially Cyclops fragments. So let's go ahead and search around the base of the mountain and see if we can find anything. Here we go. As I've said, base of the mountain, Cyclops engine fragment. We are just below the alien base, so yeah. Be sure to look all around the base of the mountain. You might find a couple pieces of the Cyclops. Yeah, I think you guys got the gist of it. Our next destination in search for Cyclops parts is the Aurora. There should be some Cyclops pieces just at the base of it, so let's hope we get lucky and see some there. Okay, here we are, so let's go ahead and get looking. Sorry, fish. Oh! Oh, no. Nope. Nope. can I never hear these things approaching me? I was about to say, I need to be careful when looking around here because at the front and the back of the Aurora are frickin' Leviathans, as I've mentioned previously. But I need to show pieces. God, I swear I hear them. I hate how murky this water is. It's not good for my nerves. Aha! Here we are. Let's see what we got. An engine fragment. I found this one at the front of the Aurora, I believe? Oh, where are you at? Ow. Away from me, spawn of Satan! Oh! Oh! Oh no! Stop! Please! I just want treasure! Please don't tell me it's behind me. 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 This game is not good for my heart. Ah! Oh god, it's approaching. Move, Jerry! There's another piece. Can I scan it? Do I have time to scan it? I think I do. Ah, the Cyclops. Oh! Oh my god. That scared the crap out of me. Let go of Jerry! No! Jerry! You were a good ship. I will rebuild you. I hope I had nothing good in you because I honestly can't remember. Also, I may just save and quit. So that never happened. I'll cut this and pretend like it never happened. But I still have to go to the other end. I made a promise, dang it, and I'm gonna keep it. I owe it to Jerry. Day 14 of traversing the open ocean. I have lost my companion in sailing, Jerry. He was a good ship, but he made one fatal mistake that cost him dearly. He let me pilot him. It was his downfall. And I'm sure he regrets it deeply. Whoops. Oh, no, dang. I'm gonna have to restart. Man, that's... Man, faulty gameplay. It was all just a dream. Yeah, that'll be the canon of what happened here. Jerry never demolished because of my hands. Well, now that that horrifying series of events that was totally avoidable is over, we are going to be heading to our next destination, the Jelly Shroom Caves. There should be a couple pieces there, but now that Jerry's upgrade, I can traverse it safely. So let's go ahead and get there. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look around here for the Cyclops piece, and then pop a beacon where the other entrance I want to locate is. So, let's go ahead and look around. What is that deeply unsettling noise I hear? Sorry, fish. Situation is bleak. Morale is low. I'm incredibly hungry. I've been looking around here for 15 minutes and I think I'm about ready to call it. I'm pretty sure that on my first venture here I cherry-picked everything out of this area, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mark this location off and then leave. After I pick up that PDA. Please tell me it's not behind me.
Integrating new PDA data.
How did I not see that mushroom? Kinda close to the shiitake forest. I believe this area was called the Sea Treader's Path. Somewhere along this area, there should be some Cyclops pieces, so let's go ahead and take a look. Ah, here we go. I barely even moved. Is that one? Ah, no, that's just a moon pool, but useful. Cyclops bridge fragment. I've got to be getting close to full. Yep. Let's just go ahead and store it in the old Jerry. There we go. Let us continue. That is weird. That's another bridge fragment. I don't like being out in the open. I swear something's gonna get me. It's all too peaceful. Or maybe I've just been spending so long surrounded by deadly creatures that a little tranquility is nerve-wracking to me. Here's the floating islands again, so we must be up, hey, hey, hey. Knock it off. Sorry, fish. Okay, I've explored about every single place that I could think of that has Cyclops fragments, so let's go ahead and get back into the base. Now that we're back at the base, I think I can finally relax. We're nearing our journey's end. 2 episodes left. In the next episode, we're going to be extending our base and looking for a special friend. After that, we'll be taking our Cyclops to explore the unknown regions of the depths. So, as always, until next time, see you later.